Video number 2. Understanding your body's belly fat. If you are among the millions of men and women who stand before the mirror and see the equivalent of a spare tire around their midsections, you must be wondering whether there is anything you can do to get rid of it. We live in a generation that has an obsession for flat stomachs, and this has a number of psychological consequences as well. Everyone wants to be long in order to fit into a certain social circle. Anyone with a potbelly feels ugly and unwanted. The truth of the matter is, beyond those bad feelings, your own health and longevity will greatly depend on the shape of your belly. A healthy belly is not simply about looking good. Your entire future depends on it somehow. 1. Abdominal muscles. A healthy belly is an integral part of good health. Our abdominal muscles play a leading role in our ability to do a large number of activities. Abdominal muscles are largely responsible for the ability to breathe deeply, align our pelvis, keeping our torso erect, the ability to move, rotate, and flex the entire trunk, supporting your spine, and of course supporting the digestive organs. Learning the different ways you can work to regain a flat stomach is one of the best ways to perfectly tone core muscles that will support your body and also promote good health. 2. Anatomy of your stomach. Before we begin shedding off belly fat, we need to spend a little time in order to understand the topography of the belly. With just a simple knowledge of the anatomy of the belly, you will be giving yourself a mental map of what you are dealing with. One interesting thing that scientists are discovering about the skin around your abdomen is that it is relatively different from skin on the rest of your body. The skin on the belly has a form of subcutaneous tissue that seems to be in love with fat cells. This is the reason why this skin has the ability to hoard several inches of body fat. Another important fact about belly fat is that once there is an accumulation of it around the tummy, it is not extremely easy to melt it away, unless you learn the correct process of doing it. 3. Harmful effects of belly fat. The type of fat that covers the midsection and these muscles can be hard to deal with, but must be eliminated in order for you to enjoy good health. Researchers are discovering that belly fat finally becomes another organ that has its own proteins, hormones, and can move to other internal organs. When such fat goes deep inside to organs like the liver, it impairs the liver's ability to eliminate cholesterol, placing you at a higher risk of getting heart diseases. It is the same type of fat that reduces the effectiveness of insulin, increasing your chances of developing diabetes. Research has discovered that your stomach fat cells can produce proteins and hormones that will easily interact with the rest of the body. Apparently, they actually behave like an active body organ that sends signals to the rest of the body, making you susceptible to other diseases such as heart diseases and several cancers. Burning belly fat, therefore, is not just about looks. There is more to it than that. The good health of your body depends greatly on it. Body fat, and especially the fat around your belly, plays an important role regarding whether you will remain healthy, and it is also vital in determining our risk level for different chronic diseases. While it is true that we all need a small amount of tummy fat so as to cushion our internal organs and maintain body temperature, the main problem is a particular type of belly fat and where it is located that normally leads to the related health challenges. 4. Types of belly fat. There are basically two types of tummy fat: the subcutaneous and the visceral fat layers. Subcutaneous fat is normally found under the skin, and this is what is normally visible and can actually be pinched. This is what we see when we are standing in front of the bathroom mirror. While this is unsightly, we should perhaps be more afraid of the visceral stuff that we cannot see. Visceral fat is related to the internal body organs and is found deep inside our abdomen's surrounding tissues such as the kidneys, liver, pancreas, and intestines. The latter is the fat that gives your tummy the pot belly we all love to hate. Subcutaneous fat can be described as a passive form of fat because it is basically used as a form of storage or repository. With a little bit of metabolism from other systems of the body, this form of fat is easily and quickly converted into energy to be expended by the body. Visceral fat, on the other hand, is considered an active form of fat because it becomes a form of an organ in and of itself. When it breaks down, it releases a number of fatty acids and other hormones which get to be metabolized by the liver. According to researchers, the fatty acids produced by this type of fat get directly into the liver, where they produce an adverse metabolic environment, causing the liver to do some things that impair good health. Too much visceral fat in the system can enhance the blood sugar levels, which increase the amount of insulin, which also increases inflammation, creating a perfect setup for the development of diseases such as diabetes, stroke, and several types of cancers. While visceral fat is located deep inside our abdomens, it is actually related to damages that it causes in different other parts of the body. Since no other type of fat in the body does these things, this is a perfect motivation for everyone to keep belly fat under lock and key. Failure to take charge of this type of fat gives rise to fat-packed potbellies, which you see everywhere as a protrusion on the tummy. The little amount that is visible on the surface is bad enough, but is only deceptive. Doctors surmise that when you are carrying visceral fat, you are like someone carrying stuff weighing between 7 and 10 pounds in a bag that is meant to carry no more than 5 pounds. Since there is no more room for growth, it creates tightness in the system. Excess body fat can increase your risk of heart disease even if you are not obese. As it turns out, where fat settles on your body, is your figure like an apple, pear, or hourglass, affects your health risks. Many studies have shown that people who store excess fat around their midsection are at much greater risk for a number of health problems, including heart disease, stroke, sudden cardiac death, certain cancers, and even dementia. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson.